A voter-approved tax increase for education will stand, at least for now, the Arizona Supreme Court ruled Thursday, although a majority of the court found it largely unconstitutional. The justices found that it is too early to tell if the Invest in Ed initiative, known as Proposition 208, would raise so much money that it would exceed a constitutional limit on education spending. They are sending the matter back to a lower court. The justices, with Vice Chief Justice Ann Timmer dissenting, concluded that if the money collected by Proposition 208 exceeds the constitutional spending cap, then the entire measure is overturned. That's because the money collected could not be spent, undermining the intent of the entire measure. If the court finds that the tax revenues allocated will not exceed the expenditure limit, then there is no present constitutional violation and Prop. 208 stands, Chief Justice Robert Brutinel wrote. That decision will be made by the Maricopa County Superior Court. If that court finds the 3.5% surcharge raises more money than the state can constitutionally spend, then the lower court must declare Prop. 208 unconstitutional and enjoin its operation. Maricopa County Superior Court Judge John Hanna has overseen the case in the lower court. Timmer disagreed, however, arguing the conclusion that one part of the measure dooms the entire law, throws out the constitutional baby with the unconstitutional bathwater. The High Court did find that voters have the ability to raise taxes with a simple majority via a ballot measure, which was the other key question in the case. Lawmakers had argued a tax hike required a two-thirds majority. The ruling was 6-1, with Timmer agreeing in part and dissenting in others. Proponents of Proposition 208 were dismayed by the ruling. "It's a disappointing decision," said David Lujan, President and CEO of the Children's Action Alliance, which was part of the coalition that brought Proposition 208 to the ballot. "But we won't be deterred by it." The court found that the grants that Proposition 208 would create for school districts count as state revenue, and therefore are subject to the expenditure limit that voters approved decades ago. Arizona's existing education spending has come close to that limit, Lujan said, a fact he finds astonishing. "Why are we hitting the expenditure limit year after year when we rank 48th in the nation?" he said. Critics of Proposition 208 viewed the ruling as an early sign of its demise. There is a clear legal path to Prop. 208 being knocked down entirely, it's only a matter of time, Governor Doug Ducey wrote in a statement. Today's ruling is a very positive one for the state and for taxpayers. The out-of-state proponents of this measure drafted bad language, and now they are paying the price. Ducey has made tax reduction, not tax increases, a hallmark of his tenure. Senate President Karen Fann, R-Prescott, also saw victory in the ruling.